get ready to explore the city that never sleeps, the one and only Big Apple, New York City. Today, we're going to share some common mistakes that tourists often make when visiting this vibrant city. Alright, get ready and let's dive right in. Times Square Trap. So here's the deal. When you're visiting the big city, it's easy to make a little slip up right in the heart of it all, Times Square. I mean, let's be real here, it's pretty dazzling and iconic. But here's the thing, a lot of tourists get stuck there for way too long. Now, don't get me wrong, Times Square is definitely worth checking out, but you've got to remember to branch out and explore other neighborhoods too. You've got gems like Chelsea, Soho, and the Village just waiting to be discovered. Trust me when I say this, there's a whole world beyond those bright lights that'll blow your mind. Ignoring public transportation. One more mistake that many people tend to make is completely avoiding public transportation when they are traveling. It's quite common for tourists to solely rely on cabs and totally miss out on the convenience and efficiency that comes with using the subway system. Trust me, it's not as daunting or confusing as it may appear at first. In fact, hopping on the subway can be a pocket-friendly way to navigate through the city in no time. So go ahead and embrace the whole subway experience. You'll be pleasantly surprised at how easy and cost-effective it can be. Overpacking. Alright, now let's dive into the topic of packing for your exciting adventure in the Big Apple. As you may already know, the streets of New York City can get pretty jam-packed, so it's important to keep that in mind while deciding what to bring. Trust me, you definitely don't want to be lugging around an overstuffed suitcase amidst all the hustle and bustle. To ensure a stress-free experience and make your explorations a breeze, it's best to stick to the essentials. First things first, let's talk about comfortable shoes. You'll be doing quite a bit of walking while taking in all the sights and sounds of this vibrant city. So, make sure you pack some kicks that will keep your feet happy and blister-free. Now, onto another crucial aspect of NYC weather, layering. The weather here can be quite unpredictable at times. One minute you might be basking in glorious sunshine, and the next minute Mother Nature decides to throw a curveball at you with a sudden rain shower or even a chilly breeze. That's why it's always wise to dress in layers so that you're prepared for whatever weather surprise comes your way. By keeping your packing light and focusing on what truly matters, you'll thank yourself when navigating through those lively streets without feeling like you're carrying bricks on your back. So, remember, comfort is key when exploring this concrete jungle. Ignoring local cuisine. Hey, fellow food enthusiasts, pay attention because I've got some tasty advice for you. One big mistake that many folks make is limiting themselves to chain restaurants. Let me tell you, New York City is an absolute heaven for food lovers, with its wide array of culinary options. So, why not step out of your comfort zone and explore beyond the typical chains? Give local delis, bustling food markets, and vibrant ethnic eateries a shot. Trust me, your taste buds will be forever grateful. Rushing through museums. I totally get the temptation to visit all the big-name museums, but trust me, it's important not to rush through them like a whirlwind. Instead, take a deep breath and give yourself some quality time to truly appreciate the incredible art and fascinating history on display. You don't want to miss out on the experience of soaking in all the wonders these gems have to offer. Whether it's the Metropolitan Museum of Art, MoMA, or the Natural History Museum, these places are absolute treasures that deserve your undivided attention. Remember, it's all about quality over quantity. Avoiding off-peak times. One major mistake that people often make when planning their visits is not taking into account the timing. It's crucial. To avoid the massive crowds and long queues, it's best to steer clear of peak hours at popular attractions. Instead, opt for an early morning adventure or a late evening escapade to truly beat the hustle and bustle. By doing so, you'll be able to have a much more enjoyable experience without feeling overwhelmed by the masses of tourists. It's all about finding that sweet spot where you can soak in the beauty of your surroundings without any unnecessary distractions. Skipping Central Park. You know what's super easy to do? It's overlooking the lush and green oasis right smack in the middle of those massive skyscrapers, Central Park. You don't want to make the mistake of skipping out on this iconic park. Seriously, take a chill and leisurely stroll around. Maybe even rent a bike or hop on a boat for some rowing action. It's such a refreshing escape from the crazy urban hustle and bustle that you absolutely need to check it out. Like, it's a total must-visit spot that shouldn't be missed. Disregarding local etiquette. In the bustling streets of New York City, locals have a unique rhythm that sets them apart. To truly thrive in the Big Apple, it's crucial to grasp the local etiquette. So, here's the deal. When you're strolling down the sidewalks, make sure to avoid sudden stops that can disrupt the flow of foot traffic. Instead, go with the flow and seamlessly maneuver through the busy crowds. And if you find yourself a little lost in this concrete jungle, don't hesitate to ask for directions. New Yorkers may seem like they're always in a rush, but they are actually quite friendly and more than willing to lend a helping hand. Just remember to blend in with your surroundings and embrace the city's vibrant energy. Before you know it, you'll feel like a true New Yorker yourself. Neglecting Broadway alternatives. Let's talk about Broadway shows for a moment. They are absolutely amazing, no doubt about it. The only downside is that they can sometimes burn a hole in your wallet. But fear not, there are other options out there that can give you just as much joy, without breaking the bank. Have you ever considered checking out Off Broadway or even Off Broadway productions? These hidden gems might just blow you away with their talented performers and unique storytelling. And the best part? They come with a more budget-friendly price tag. By broadening your theater experience beyond the glitz and glamour of Broadway, you open yourself up to a whole new world of creativity and innovation. You never know what kind of artistic magic you might stumble upon in these smaller venues. So why limit yourself to the big-name shows when there's so much more waiting to be discovered? Take a chance on Off Broadway or Off Broadway productions and let your theater experience thrive without breaking the bank. Forgetting the boroughs. Manhattan, oh man, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Don't you dare forget about the other awesome boroughs that make up New York City. We're talking Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. Each of these bad boys has its own special vibe, culture, and attractions that'll knock your socks off. So why limit yourself to Manhattan when you can venture beyond its borders and dive into a richer NYC experience? Trust me, there's a whole world of excitement waiting for you beyond those shiny skyscrapers. Leave a comment below and let me know your experience. Checking the weather. New York City witnesses distinct seasons, each with its own charm. Summers can be hot and humid, while winters can bring snow and chilly temperatures. Spring and fall offer milder conditions. Checking the weather forecast for your travel dates helps you pack appropriate clothing and plan activities suited to the season. One thing about New York weather is its unpredictability, especially during transitional seasons. Layering is key. Regardless of the forecast, having a mix of light and warm clothing allows you to adapt to changing conditions throughout the day. A light jacket or sweater can be a lifesaver, even in the warmer months. Ignoring local events. Let me tell you something cool about New York City. This place is a total hotspot for events and festivals all year round. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on these local happenings. When you're in the Big Apple, make sure to check out what's going on during your visit. We're talking parades, street fairs, and cultural events that will blow your mind. It's seriously the best way to fully immerse yourself in the vibrant city life that NYC has to offer. So, get ready to have a blast and experience all the excitement this city is waiting for you. Falling for street scams. Hey, it's a bummer, but scams can happen anywhere, even in the hustle and bustle of NYC. So, when you're out and about in the city that never sleeps, keep your wits about you. Watch out for those street performers who try to guilt trip you into coughing up some cash, unofficial tour guides who might not have your best interests at heart, and those overly pushy vendors who just won't take no for an answer. Stick to official services and trust your gut instincts to steer clear of falling for any sneaky street scams. Stay sharp and check my last video about how you can protect yourself about these scammers. Underestimating walking distances. Let's talk about the Big Apple, New York City. It's known as a walking city, which means you can stroll around and explore the amazing attractions it has to offer. But here's a little tip for all you tourists out there. Sometimes people underestimate the distances between these attractions. So, if you want to make the most of your time without feeling too tired, it's important to plan your itinerary wisely. One thing you can do is consider grouping nearby attractions together. This way, you won't have to walk long distances between each stop and can save some energy for all the fun activities. And don't worry about getting around. New York City has an excellent public transportation system that you can take advantage of for longer distances. So remember, when planning your adventure in NYC, think strategically about how to structure your itinerary. By doing this, you'll be able to experience everything this vibrant city has to offer without feeling overwhelmed or fatigued. Have a blast exploring the concrete jungle. Overlooking neighborhood markets. When you're out and about, be sure to check out the local markets in different neighborhoods. You don't want to miss places like Chelsea Market or Union Square Green Market. These vibrant markets not only give you a chance to sample some delicious local flavors but also provide an opportunity to discover unique treasures that you won't find anywhere else. Plus, it's the perfect excuse to grab a quick snack, strike up conversations with friendly locals, and truly immerse yourself in the authentic spirit of each neighborhood. So make sure to add these markets to your must-visit list. Underestimating food truck delights. Food trucks are an absolute must experience when you find yourself in the vibrant culinary hub that is NYC. Seriously, you'd be making a huge mistake if you underestimate these mobile eateries. They bring so much to the table, literally, with their diverse range of mouth-watering offerings. From gourmet delicacies that will make your taste buds dance with joy to the timeless classics of street food, these trucks have got it all covered. So don't just stick to traditional brick-and-mortar restaurants. Hop aboard this flavorful adventure on wheels and let your taste buds run wild as you explore the culinary landscape of the city. It's a foodie's dream come true. Overlooking hidden gems. New York City is not just about those famous landmarks. It's a city filled with hidden gems that are waiting to be explored. So, don't restrict yourself to the well-known spots. Go ahead and venture into those tucked-away parks, hunt down some amazing street art in unexpected places, and cozy up in those off-the-beaten-path cafes. Who knows what kind of hidden treasures you might stumble upon? The possibilities are endless. Neglecting waterfronts. Did you know that New York City is actually surrounded by water? It's true, and it's kind of surprising that some tourists tend to forget about exploring the beautiful waterfronts. But don't worry, I'm here to remind you. From the iconic Brooklyn Bridge Park to the elevated oasis of the High Line and even the scenic Staten Island Ferry, these spots not only offer breathtaking views of the city skyline but also give you a chance to experience the magic of NYC's waterfronts firsthand. So, make sure you don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to soak up all the beauty and charm that New York City has to offer along its stunning coastline. It's worth every moment. Avoiding local transportation apps. In addition to mentioning the importance of embracing public transportation, it's also super crucial to make use of local transportation apps. You know, those handy apps like Uber, Lyft, and even city-specific transit apps, they can seriously level up your travel game and make your journeys way more convenient. With these apps by your side, you'll be able to stay connected and navigate the city like a total pro. So go ahead and hop on board the tech-savvy train, or should I say ride, for an awesome travel experience. And there you have it, some more insider tips to take your New York City adventure to the next level. So, buckle up and get ready to avoid these oh-so-common mistakes, embrace the unexpected twists and turns, and create those unforgettable moments that will stay with you for a lifetime. Until we meet again, keep on exploring in the city that never ever sleeps.